So tonight we are all about the baseball. Yeah, we don't have any other breaks tonight. No basketball, no football, muddying the waters. It is all baseball. So what we have on tap tonight, guys, is a half case of 2017 Topps Archives. It is the second half of the last case. So once we finish it, no more archives, which kind of makes me a little bit sad. And then after we do archives, we will have a full case of 2017 Topps Finest to go through. For some reason, the camera is, I think maybe the angle is a little bit off. Bear with me for a second here. I noticed that the lighting seemed a little strange, so I'm going to try to adjust this just slightly and see if that makes for a little bit better viewing experience, perhaps. Hi, Donald. How are you tonight, man? You doing okay? Hopefully we're going to have some good luck for everybody. All right, so first up is archives. And again, this is a half case, 5 boxes. It's the back half of the case we started the other day, and it is the last case we have. So this is the last archives break. Our eBay end date, that was tonight. Our live stream schedule is right now. You'll see your team name down the left and your name as the winning bidder across from it on the right-hand side. And we have a couple teams that didn't sell, and they're just designated right there with no bids, buyback. Pretty self-explanatory. And that's it. I mean, everybody got their payment, and we don't have any unpaid teams tonight. Life is good. Gave me so much extra time, all kinds of free time. It's crazy. So, oh yeah, Donald, let's try to get you some better luck tonight for sure. So Donald's asking in chat if the case hit auto is still in here, and it is. We did not hit the case hit autographs in the first half of this archives case. It did not. These are kind of in my way. It did not hit, so it should still be in here. And the other thing that I think we're going to find, and I hope I'm right about this, is probably some of our rookie autographs. In the other archives cases that we have opened, what I have found is it's been a mix of our younger players, and then of course, you know, the veteran players, retired players, fan favorites, stuff like that. So if that holds true, we should also have some of our rookies in here, because we either hit one or none of our rookie autographs out of the first half of this case too. So it's kind of what I'm thinking, is that maybe we're going to have some rookies in here, and we definitely should have our case hit autograph in here. And I honestly do not, in fact, right there is one of our rookies. I don't remember if we hit the Derek Jeter insert or not. So this little David Dahl here coming out for the Rockies is our very first hit out of the first pack. So that's a nice way to start. And of course that is an on-card auto. This one is numbered to 150. You can see it there on the back. So that's a good way to start off the first pack, right? A little good mojo. And hey, Jordan, how are you, man? And I will tell you what, I had a feeling about this case tonight that we were going to hit that, not that on that card particularly, but that we were going to hit a David Dahl out of the Rockies. When I was doing the spreadsheet and I looked at, you know, I was just kind of looking at who had what teams, I just thought to myself, you know, I think we're going to hit a Rocky. We're going to hit a Dahl rookie tonight. And sure enough, we did. There's one of our Derek Jeter retrospective cards, and of course, you know, those have a nasty tendency to stick to the card in front of them. So if I don't catch it in the live break, if it's stuck to the back of something, of course I'll find any additional when I'm doing the sort, but hopefully we will find them as we go through. There's a Lindor Mini. And again, if anybody is jumping in late, Finest Baseball, the case of Finest Baseball, will be opened after we open this half case of archives. And also, while I've got it on my mind, shipping for this, I'm expecting to go on Saturday, possibly a few of them into Monday, but I'm hoping to get it all out by Saturday. There is an Aaron Judge. I know you want an autographed one, but at least there's an Aaron Judge mini, which from what I'm hearing, even Aaron Judge base paper rookie cards going for $20 plus, so might still make a little money on that one. If you're selling it rather than keeping it, that is. So yeah, so shipping, if I can get it to you sooner, I will. I'm hoping that Saturday it will all be out the door. I didn't get to do any shipping today. I had some appointments and everything ran longer than I expected it to, so nothing got out the door today. However, we should be able to get a ton out tomorrow, I think. So we have a baseball reporter signature, and yeah, so we kind of know what's going to happen with that. This is going to end up going to random.org with our little Peter Gammons baseball reporter autographs. We're going to set it over there to remind me to take it to random. Oh yeah, Jordan, that is a nice card you pulled last night out of Topps Supreme. I think that's the first 8-way relic that I personally have pulled for somebody out of Topps Supreme. And then on top of that, you know, it was all quarterbacks. So you hit the lottery with that, man. I mean, the Cam Newton, the Tom Brady, and this Cam Newton's rookie year. And then all of our other, I think Tony Romo, I don't even remember who the others were on there. But it's a nice card. You're really going to like it when you get it, I think. All right, Andrew Miller for the Indians, numbered to 199. Basically, any of them in archives with this color border are going to be numbered to 199. We find them with a light blue border, they're going to be numbered to 75. And if we find them with a dark red border, they're going to be numbered to 25. So, and you know, whoever ends up with that little baseball reporter, you should check on eBay and see what it's selling for, because some of those, you know, like the baseball collector guy, the guy that goes around to all the ballparks and, you know, catches foul balls and stuff, his autograph actually sells on eBay, and so does Bald Vinny, you know, the Yankees fan, Bald Vinny. He sells on there for $20, $25, I think. I don't know, maybe a little bit less by now if more archives has been opened since it, you know, came out a few weeks ago. But still in all, you probably get a little something for baseball reporter Peter Gammons if you end up with it. Oh, Donald, you are hoping the mojo keeps on keeping on. I hope it does too. Ryan Sandberg for the Cubbies, that one numbered to 75. So yeah, last night someone had some good Father's Day mojo. We were breaking autographed mini helmets, and he typed into chat that he wanted the Bills. He needed a Bills helmet to come out. And don't you know, the very first helmet I pulled out was for the Buffalo Bills. Sometimes it works, you know. Sometimes the mojo delivers. There's a Jeter stuck to the back of that. Another little retrospective. Yeah, Jordan, I'm glad that you've pulled some good cards, man. It's always nice to get a good hit coming through. One nice one can make up for a lot of no hits or bad hits, and well, there's not really such thing as a bad hit, so really it'd be more like no hit. Yeah, and I know, I hear some of you saying right now, oh, there is such a thing as a bad hit. But I don't think so. I always would prefer to get something rather than nothing when I'm buying into breaks. So we're going to operate on that theory. George Brett to 199. Ah, so you need, all right. Oh, so now everybody's typing it in. Okay, so you're looking for Harper. Somebody's looking for Mike Trout, Ron Say, Manny Mata. Okay, so you guys are throwing it out there. Let's see if we can get the mojo deliver for you. That Dansby should be a short print because it doesn't have a facsimile signature on it. So, yeah, that is a short print for the Braves. That's always a good thing. Oh, you're never going to do a box break again, only case breaks. Well, it depends on what the box is, you know. I mean, now, when it's boxes that have a lot of hits in them or don't have very many cards and have a decent number of hits, or a really high-end box, it still makes sense to do it as a box break. But when you get into some products that are more kind of mid-range products and there are fewer hits per box, then it probably makes sense to do at least a half case or a case break, something like that. But this kind of series here, I would love to do whole cases of archives at a time. The issue is really the sheer volume of cards in a case. Because, I mean, even this half case just has a tremendous amount of cards. To try to sort and ship and deal with that many cards all at once, it's a lot. So that's why base heavy stuff I tend to break up in half cases a lot of times. Yeah, archives, I mean, it's a different kind of series. I wouldn't really maybe phrase it quite the way you phrase it as to, as to the content. But yeah, I mean, it definitely, I mean, it's archives for a reason, right? I mean, it features some of our former players, our retired players and Hall of Famers and things as a way to get their autographs and get their cards. It's kind of a fun little throwback, as well as, of course, our rookies on the throwback card design. So archives is a little unusual in that sense. Oh, so you said you'll take, you can live with no trout in here if you pull what you want to pull out of Finest. All right, well, you know, we'll throw that in there in the mix too. This will go to the Detroit Tigers, by the way. Tony Clark, I think probably most of you know Tony Clark played for the Tigers primarily. I mean, maybe a few other teams here and there, but he's primarily known as a Tiger. Here is our case hit. Man, I had a feeling about this one tonight too, that it was going to be for the Indians. Daggone, all right. And it is. So Francisco Lindor is our case hit, and it's in the soft red parallel, which means it will be numbered to 199 when you get it. Of course, we will checklist verify that, but I think we all know that that's headed to Cleveland, but we will checklist verify it at the end of the break. So, yeah, the soft red is actually to 199. The regular red is to 25. So I believe since, you know, technically what they call soft red, I kind of look at it and it looks like peach to me, right? But that's, you know, Topps isn't going to call a sports card product peach. So they call it soft red. But yeah, the Lindor should be to 199. So the Indians are happy with their case hit, I expect. I think out of the cases we opened, I hit Lindor twice, and then hit Ozzie once for the Cardinals, and hit, who else did I hit? There's somebody really good. Oh, Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan was the other one that we hit for the Rangers with our other case hit. Well, again, though, Donald, there are some numbered to 25 and there are some numbered to 199. So there's a soft red and then there's a red, and the redemption on this said soft red. So I believe that the soft red parallel is going to be to 199. because the straight up red is to 25. I don't know why they would do that differently for the signature. Maybe they did. I don't know. But on the standard cards, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that is a short print on the Jose de Leon because we're missing our facsimile signature on that one. So we should still have, so what have we pulled so far autograph-wise? Just the Lindor and then the David Dahl. So far we're on track. I do think we're probably going to hit, yep, there's another one of our rookies. And that one's headed out to the Brewers, Orlando Arcia for the Brewers. So I think we were pretty much right on track that we're going to hit rookies tonight in our case hit, which we already hit. Maybe one or two assorted, which I guess baseball reporter Peter Gammons would be one of our assorted. There's Derek Jeter hiding behind there. Your little retrospective for the Yankees. And just by the way, guys, if you don't know this already, there is a little bit of a delay in chat versus when you type it in and when it actually pops up on my side that I see it. And I don't really know exactly how long it is, but I'm guessing it's a minute or two. Just based on the reaction that I, you know, see from people when they're typing things in. So. Oh, you've seen 2 case hits come out of archives before. Wow, I have not. I will tell you that. I definitely have not ever seen 2 case hit autos come out of archives. But I would be happy to have it tonight if we find another one. I would not complain about that one little bit, nor would you guys, I'm sure. That is another one to 199 for the Dodgers. I need to put Lindor over there. Of course, we're close to being out of Finest, too. There's Roman Quinn to 75. We have got the one tonight, and then one more that ends, what, Thursday night, maybe? I don't know. One night this week, the other one ends. And when that other case goes, that's the last of our Finest that I have, too. Makes me kind of sad again. Oh, you're funny, Jason, that Peter Gammons was the case hit. That's very funny, man. That is a good sense of humor there. We would all be awfully sad if that were the case hit, wouldn't we? Yeah, so of course, you know, even though we're having to say goodbye to some of the series that I like this week, we're going to be firing up with Museum Collection. Comes out on Wednesday, but my first break with it is on Thursday. I didn't list any for Wednesday night. Oh, your Bryant came out of 2 in a case on... All right, well, cool. Well, excellent. Then you're having some good luck then, Donald. So maybe your good luck is going to carry over to the rest of us. And we're going to pull some fire out of here. Honestly, I think we're probably due for an Aaron Judge as well, because I pull him quite frequently in archives. And we did not pull him the last break. I think we probably did the break before. I think I've pulled the Judge in almost every case of archives that we've opened. Maybe one we didn't, but the others I believe we did. So he should be coming up in the rotation as well. We hope, anyway. The Yankees for sure hope it. Oh, yeah, Jinx, Donald, you typed in the exact same thing I said. Jinx. So I am super excited about Museum Collection. I cannot wait. I really, you know, I do this sometimes when I list them the night after they come out for the first time. And then always, when they get here the day of release, which will be Wednesday, then I'm always so mad at myself for not breaking it the night of release, because then the case just has to sit, you know, have to just look at it for a day, and it kills me. I always want to get into them right away. There is Dennis Eckersley to 75 for the A's. Whoops, stacked that in the wrong spot. And Jose Bautista tried to jump out of the pile there, but we caught him. Oh, you're in a museum collection break for the Yankees. All right. So you must have done one of the, well, either somebody ended their auction in advance of the break, which certainly happens, or maybe you got into a fixed price break. I don't know, but yeah, I would be nervous if I were you too. I for sure would be. I didn't look at, I mean, I did look at the checklist, like I glanced at it, so clearly, you know, we know Aaron Judge is in there, but I didn't have, haven't spent a lot of time with the checklist for museum collection, so I don't know to what frequency he is in there. But I think that, there's Bryce. Somebody wanted Bryce Harper. Again, I know you wanted a signature, but, you know, it's to 199, so the card mojo is trying to work for you guys. It's trying so hard. It's trying to come around and deliver what you guys are asking for tonight. Oh, Judge has 2 autos in museum collection. Okay, I'm surprised it wasn't more than 2. I would have really figured that he's in there more than twice, because there's so many different possibilities for each player, how they can be included. But either way, I mean, you pull a Judge out of museum collection, you're going to be happy no matter. And of course, the Expos, you guys know the Expos goes, they go to the National, because that is the current franchise name and location for the Montreal Expos is the Washington Nationals. There's a lot of random Yankees in there too. Okay. What'd you say about Nolan Ryan? Wayne, did I pass a short print? Is that what you're trying to let me know? Because it just says Nolan Ryan. So I don't know what you're telling me about Nolan Ryan, unless maybe you're telling me I've zipped past a short print. Well, there's at least an Aaron Judge straight up rookie. Again, it all adds up. You know, you pull enough of them. Even if you don't pull the signature, you can resell the base and still end up okay from everything I've been told anyway. Oh, I got you, Wayne. You're saying you're throwing Nolan Ryan out there because you're trying to pull the mojo. I got you. Well, we did get a Yankee, but it's not Aaron Judge. It's Kevin Moss. So the Yankees are on the board, but not with the player that they want to be on the board with at the moment, I don't think. I mean, maybe you're a big Kevin Moss fan. Maybe that's exactly what you were looking for. But I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that it wasn't. And there's Ron Say. Whoever said Ron Say for the Dodgers a while ago, there's your Ron Say that you asked for. And that one is also numbered. That one is to 150. 150 of 150. And so maybe this is a light red parallel, of course, and it is lower than 199 signature. So maybe the Francisco Lindor will be to 150 or some lower configuration than 199 since the Ron Say is. Yes, I have pulled Ron Say out of archives 2 or 3 times anyway. Across, there's another Judge, across the various half cases that we have opened. But you know, Archives is still, it's a fun series. Clearly, some of the hits are older players, which some people are happy to get and like, and then other people are kind of more about the rookie hits and are not as much of a fan. Garrett Cole to 199. But there are a lot of variations of Archives too. I mean, we have the Signature Series variation, which this year is Active Players. So Signature Series Active Players Edition, that will be a nice one. Comes out in a few months. And then they announced not too long ago that they're also going to do Archive Signature Series Postseason Edition. So again, we may have some younger players in there, but we're also going to have a lot of our Derek Jeter type players in there. And it's going to be all about postseason success, so we shouldn't have to worry about pulling things for less than, what's the word I'm looking for? Less than star players, maybe. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, maybe. Well, okay, so if you you have your Bryant soft red case hit in hand and it was to 25, all right, then maybe Francisco will be too. I don't know, man. Either way, I'd say it's a nice hit for the Indians. I would imagine that they are happy with it, no matter what it's numbered to. Lindor is always a good auto to pull for Cleveland, and especially when it's the case hit. Suboptimal. Yeah, I guess that's one way to say it. Coming out for the Royals, Kevin Seitzer. Signature hit for the Royals. So that is, that's 3 of our kind of veteran type players. Miscellaneous, whatever we want to call them, non-rookie. So I still think we've got another rookie or two that we should be pulling out of here. Unless I'm just not remembering correctly and one or two came out of the first half, but I don't really think they did. One maybe, but I wouldn't think more than that. Moncada. And just remember, for future breaks, if you're buying into other Archives breaks, it wouldn't be mine because this is the last of mine, but remember that Moncada's signatures, he's still in the Red Sox uniform, so the signature hits would go to the Red Sox. Moncada, other rookie cards in the mini and all that are in the White Sox, the traded uniform, but he must have signed the hits before he was traded, because they're all for the Red Sox in Archives. All the well, at least all the ones that I have seen. We'll say it like that. Always some interesting little nuances with some of these sets in regard to traded players anyway. There's Stanton to 199. A.J. Pollock to 199 for the D-backs. I don't know if any of you get ESPN magazine. I really, honestly, I don't know why I get it. I've never subscribed to it, but it just kind of shows up at my house. It just arrives, even though I've never paid for it, which is a little weird, but whatever. Anyway, I was reading one of the, maybe the current issue. It's rare for me to be on the current issue of anything, but I think this might have been the current issue. And I was reading it while I was waiting for my appointment, and they had a big article in there about Cuban baseball players and Dominican baseball players, and some of the things they have gone through in their journey to get here, the people that smuggled them out of Cuba and that kind of stuff. And it's a pretty interesting article. I just hadn't, I don't know. I don't know how I get that ESPN magazine. I don't know. I know I haven't ever subscribed to it. I've never paid for it, but oh well. They do, I do get Sports Illustrated, which I do actually subscribe to and pay for, so it could be that maybe they just take the, maybe they just take that mailing list or something for Sports Illustrated and send you the ESPN magazine for free. Who knows? Yeah, that was a Trout Mini that went by. We've had some other Trouts go by too. I haven't seen the short print go by yet. Now there could be more than one short print, but the short print that I remember anyway, I haven't seen go by yet. Haven't pulled it a whole lot though, the short print of Trout. Brian Jordan coming out for the Braves. He held on till almost the last pack. Bald Vinny, 1 of 1. Another Judge Mini. It would be hilarious if they really did make a 1 of 1 of Bald Vinny. Like, you know, that guy's just got to be stoked, though. I mean, not only did he get his own trading card, right? He got to autograph it and put it in the set. I mean, that's, to me, I think that's awesome, if you're Bald Vinny. Of course, then again, I don't know if any of you follow basketball or not, but a highly touted player from UCLA is coming out, headed to the draft. He just played his freshman year at UCLA. And I think even if you're not a basketball fan, I think it'd been hard to probably have escaped Lonzo Ball, this player I'm talking about, mainly because his dad is like insane and says insane stuff all the time. Like he, the dad, could have beaten Michael Jordan 1-on-1 back in the day, but like the dad was maybe on a junior varsity team or something just absurd. I don't know. Anyway, so Lonzo's dad had a trading card that I think it was Leaf that produced it. They only made 200 or 300. It was a low number, under 500. I think either 200 or 300. And he signed them, and he wrote all of those, not all of, but a variety of crazy stuff that he says. Because most of the stuff out of his mouth is just straight up crazy. Just, you know, like, it doesn't even make any sense. And those things sold out in less than a day. So I'm constantly amazed at how some of the non-sports trading cards go. Because, I mean, Lonzo, his kid, is a sports player, but the dad, no. That is to $199. LeVar is just a nut. I mean, I don't know what else to say about him. Oh, it sold out in, oh, I didn't think it was as fast as 2 minutes, but all right. So, yeah, all right. Well, that is crazy. But, you know, that's the kind of thing that his stupid card sells out. That's to $75. And apparently, I mean, I knew it was in a day, but someone typed in there in 2 minutes that it sold out or something like that. So that's the thing, right? So if we start making trading cards for all of these kind of nut jobs and then they sell out, well, then that's just going to encourage them to make more trading cards of more nut jobs, and then we're going to be off to the races. So personally, I would have kind of rather that not have happened, but that's just my personal preference. Well, that and the fact that, like, his dad just is so over the top and always saying something outrageous that I just can't even deal with that guy. An autographed leader of the pack card. No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody would want my autograph for anything unless it happened to be on a check paying a bill. Those people, I'm sure, want my autograph because they want their money. But outside of that, yeah, I don't think anybody would have any interest in my autograph. There's our case hit. Our little Derek Jeter retrospective case hit right there. Meanwhile, the Yankees are going, who cares? Because I only want Aaron Judge. I know, man. I know. I'm trying to manifest it for you. A pink refractor card. You guys are funny tonight. I like that. Makes me laugh. So once we finish this, we will bust into our case of Finest. And then after we do our case of Finest, we will do our nightly random. And the nightly random this month, if you've done breaks with me before, you've heard this spiel already, but if you're new to breaking with me, you haven't heard it yet. So I'm going to say it again anyway. Right after we take a look at Alex Bregman. A nice little hit for the Astros. The Alex Bregman to 75, that one is. So the nightly random, here's what happens. Random.org will choose one user ID from amongst all the people who bid tonight. And that person will be our nightly winner. And that will advance you to a customer appreciation break, which is Lucky You Part 2, because we already did the original Lucky You a few months ago. And what does that mean? Well, it means this. The only way you can get into the break is by winning the nightly random. That's number one. Doesn't cost you anything to be in the break. And there's the Manny Mata that somebody asked for earlier, too. How funny is that? That is crazy. So, Mojo was delivering things you guys asked for. Some of them, anyway. So the break, the customer appreciation break, Lucky You Part 2. I buy the products, and we'll break them live on July 1st. But we're not going to do it by team. It's not going to be like everybody's going to get a team and then whatever. We're going to break it, and then we will take, that is to $1.99. We'll take the hits out of it, and we'll either do a hits draft, or we'll let random assign the hits randomly to people in the break. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. But we will open some stuff. We will have some hits, and the folks that are in that break, courtesy of our nightly random, will be able to, some of them anyway, will be taking home some extra cards free of charge. So that's what we're looking for when we do the nightly random. You want to come out of that and move on into the customer appreciation break. That's the goal. So before we do our review, let's deal with this guy, baseball reporter Peter Gammons. All right, so Peter Gammons, you need to set up there out of our way. And I guess what's the best way to do this? Let's go take all of our teams. We'll do it by team. I think that's the best way to go here. If I can get in there. Good gracious. My mouse is, I think the battery's about to die on my mouse because it's acting crazy. What is going on with it? Yeah, I think it's got to be battery's about dead. All right, so here are all of our teams. we're going to hit random just one time because there's 30 choices in there, and I'm just going to have to ditch the mouse for a minute. We're going to do it on the touchpad. And it's headed to the Reds, and you'll see down there, there's our timestamp and our date and all that. So the Reds are taking home baseball reporter Peter Gammons. So let's go ahead and put baseball reporter in a sleeve so that I can write on the sleeve that he is going to the Reds. And just because somebody will watch this later and say, you wrote on the card. No, see? No, on the sleeve. Oh, yeah, and I've got to checklist verify Francisco Lindor. I mean, we know he's an Indian, but you all know I checklist verify all of them, so bear with me a minute while I hop over into Topps and do that because that's just what I do. All right, archives, here we go. Case hit. It's like, doesn't say case hit, but it says 52 Bazooka. Francisco Lindor, Cleveland Indians. All right, so what we already knew, but you know. Let's go ahead and write this on here, and then we'll do a little recap. Actually, we may as well. Here are the Jeters that we found, so that the Yankees kind of know that one is the case hit. The ones that I found. And if there are more stuck to the back of other cards, I will find them when I sort. So here are our minis, because occasionally somebody likes to know what minis they're getting. And also because I like minis. Everybody likes minis, don't they? How can you not? They're so much fun. Our short prints, at least the two that I caught while we were going through it. The Dansby Swanson and the Jose De Leon. So both rookie short prints. Nice. These are our numbered parallels. Again, anything in this color is to $1.99. Anything in that color is to $75. We're not going to go through the backs of these again because we flipped them over the first time through. Now that brings us to our signature hits. Baseball reporter here, headed to the Reds via random.org. Case hit, Bazooka Baseball autograph. Francisco Lindor redemption, headed to the Indians. To the Dodgers, Manny Mata. To the Astros, Alex Bregman, nice little rookie hit. To the Braves, Brian Jordan. Was Brian Jordan numbered? No, I guess he wasn't. To the Royals, Kevin Seitzer. To the Dodgers, Ron Say. That one is numbered. To the Yankees, Kevin Moss. Another little nice little rookie hit for the Brewers, Orlando Arcia. And then for the Rockies, rookie hit, David Dahl. All right, that is 2017 archives in the books. Remember, I'm looking at this to ship out probably Saturday. It's possible a few could roll into Monday. I hope not. I hope they're all going to be out by Saturday, but that's the deal. You guys are funny. All right, so what we're going to do now, I forgot the mouse is acting weird. I'm like, why can I not get this to, yeah, because the battery's dying on the flipping little mouse, I think. So we're going to do this the old school way. And it is 8 boxes, which is a full case of 2017 Topp's Finest Baseball. This is break number 6. And we're going to scroll down through here for a minute so you can see your name next to your team, know who you're pulling for. Like you probably know anyway, but sometimes I forget, especially depending on like how many breaks I might have bought into in any given night. Sometimes I forget who I have in what break. Now the worst part of this is just getting everything out of here. Because you know all these 8 boxes have too many boxes in them, so it's like we're opening 50,000 things for the next 5 minutes. But once we have it all opened and out, we'll be off to the races and having a party. because Finest is always fun to open. We have pulled some 1-of-1s. We've pulled 25 red wave parallels. We've pulled a lot of nice stuff. One of our red wave parallels was Aaron Judge out of one of the cases. One was Clayton Kershaw. Our 1-of-1 was a Kershaw. I don't even remember what else we pulled out of here. There's been a lot of stuff, though. Oh, you're looking for a Brewers Hank Aaron auto. I would love to pull a Hank Aaron auto because I'm a big Hank Aaron fan. So I would be thrilled to pull a Hank Aaron auto for you. I would for sure. It would make me very happy. Oh, you pulled a 1-of-1 Mazzara out of 17 Bowman Blaster. Nice. That was up higher. I didn't see that till just now. What a nice hit that is. And out of a blaster, no less. That's like crazy good luck. Because the blasters, typically, you wouldn't expect to find a 1-of-1. So, yeah, you should probably go out and play the lottery, man, because that is some good luck. Yeah, I agree. I would get it graded. You know, anything that, and that's really the thing about most of these, most of the rookies, and of course a lot of the stuff out of Bowman, the prospects and all that. Some people, it just depends on why you buy them, what your philosophy is, but some people buy them and flip them like right away. And sometimes that makes good sense. If the player ends up not living up to his potential or whatever the case may be, never makes it to the pros, gets injured, you know, whatever. I'm talking about prospects, obviously, at this point. So sometimes it's a good decision to flip them as soon as you get them. Then other times, you know, how many people probably were sitting on a ton of Aaron Judge autos starting all the way back from 2013 and have at some point flipped them or done whatever with them, and then if they still had them today, they would be paying their mortgage with them. So, you know, there's upside and downside to everything. But most of the stuff that comes out of Bowman, if you feel good about the player, I would always say grade it and sit on it for a few years and see what you end up with. But that's just my philosophy. You gamble a lot and you were bound to hit sometime. Whoops, I don't have that one, a plastic cut on that one, do I? And you know, usually I do very good and I keep all these little packs organized by the mini box so that they're all stacked, all nice, neat, and organized. And somebody said the other night, why don't you just mix them all up? Doesn't matter. And I'm thinking, well, you know, I guess that's probably true. It really doesn't matter how they come out. So, yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. Mix them all up. Let them all sit there. They can just sit wherever they want to sit. They're going crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. Bowman, of course, we've got Bowman Chrome coming for too awfully long. And I've got a ton of that ordered. Got a lot of Bowman Chrome to open. And we still have Bowman Draft to open. We'll have Bowman High Tech is still yet to come out. There's a lot of Bowman products still in the pipeline. Which, of course, you know, we just finished up the draft, so that makes sense. But it seems like there's more than usual. Well, I guess High Tech. There's not been Bowman High Tech in the past, has there? That I remember. Anyway, so I think Bowman High Tech is one new addition to the Bowman family. You're saying there's Joe Musgrove or Snell somewhere in this case. You're probably right. I've definitely hit Joe Musgrove really a lot all year. I mean, even out of as far back as Gypsy Queen, one of the earlier baseball releases of the year, I was pulling Joe Musgrove a lot. But I also pulled Aaron Judge a lot out of Gypsy Queen, like a lot. And I wish I had a whole lot more Gypsy Queen. Of course, I wished I had a whole lot more Gypsy Queen even when it was current. And I just didn't, and then couldn't find any more that hadn't been marked up by 200%. All right, here's our giant pile of packs. And it's time to rock and roll. See what we can find. Here's hoping that it's all good stuff. Maybe we're going to get rich. Or somebody. Well, right off the bat, we have our case hit. And it is Vizquel for the Indians, which I pulled another Vizquel case hit recently. Maybe the last case. I don't know. Been very recent anyway. So case hit comes out of, was that the first pack? Maybe the first pack we picked up or the second pack. So the suspense is going on that one anyway, because yeah, that would be going to the Indians. Yelich $2.99. All the ones that are green will be $2.99. There are going to be lots of refractors in here too. And as I see them, there is a Judge. I will try to set them aside so we can recap them at the end, but sometimes I don't catch them. Or I don't catch them until I'm already setting them in the pile and the light hits it the right way. Refractor for the Mariners with the Cano. So yeah, now I know why I don't like them mixed up in a pile, because then I don't know where, you know, before you know, you're going to open X number of packs and then you're going to have a hit. But yeah, when they're all in a giant pile, yeah, don't really know. Could be, yeah, however. For the Tigers, Cabrera refractor. So I think I'm starting to remember why I normally kept them segregated by mini box. But I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're going to open them all anyway. Time to party with the case hit. So was that yours then, Mongoose? That was your, you've got the Indians in this break? Well, there's Ryan Healy. I think somebody mentioned Ryan Healy a minute ago, to 50 for the A's. All right, well, excellent, man. Congrats on that hit. That's a nice little take home for you with the Vizquel. Stanton to 250. All the ones with that kind of purple color will be to 250. Refractor Gonzalez. Oh, there's at least here's a Judge to 150, so at least you have some color for Judge so far. Anyway, you're headed in the right direction, Yankees. Kyle Schwarber to 250. There is Kenley Jansen, refractor, followed by a Trey Turner to 99. I can't, that is Benintendi. Okay, all right, we're looking for Benintendi for you, Ultimate OJ Mayo. Let's see if we can pull it. Jason's still looking for, as he says, Dirty Musgrove. You're probably right. We'll probably find Joe Musgrove in here before the night's over. I would not be surprised. I have pulled him a lot. Not just in this series, just in general, all year. There is Ryan Braun, refractor for the Brewers. Goldschmidt, refractor. Why did I flip that over? I know that's not numbered. I don't know why I flipped it over other than just, you know, sometimes it's just habit. With muscle memory, you just see one, flip it over to see what it's numbered. Although, we know it wasn't going to be numbered. Alex, I have one more case of Finest. It is already listed on eBay. It ends in a couple of days, Thursday or Friday night, I don't remember which. And then that one, that other one that's listed, is the last Finest that I have. This is to 150, David Dahl. Been a David Dahl kind of night because we pulled him out of archives as well. Of course, I don't know if we have the same buyer for the Rockies in both breaks, but if we do, they've doubled up. Here comes my little kitty. Probably getting ready to jump in the wrappers and make a bunch of noise. Matt Carpenter, refractor. But at least not chasing his sister at the moment, so that's a welcome change. Tyler Austin. So once again, the Yankees are pulling a sig, but not probably exactly the one that they're hoping for. But there you are, Yankees. You're on the board anyway, with Finest first autograph. And of course, you already had the Judge to 150, just not signed. Another to 150. And there's your Joe Musgrove that we that we said we'd find in here, and there he is. Hello, Joe Musgrove. We might as well have just, I mean, if he just in every case, is that kind of the deal? Is there no case of Finest that doesn't include Joe Musgrove? Here's Chris Sale, 250 for the Red Sox. I'm going to move my little piles around here for a second so I can keep my numbered in their own colors over there together. Hunter Renfroe. I don't pull as much Hunter Renfroe, so maybe not. Maybe not a Hunter Renfroe tonight. I'm not feeling that one. Not to say it won't be here, but I'm not feeling it. There's a Trey Turner for the Nationals. Chris Bryant, refractor. David Price to 250. Springer to 250. There's a Benintendi, but I know it's not the one you want, because I know you want a refractor at the very least and a signature, hopefully. Cody Reed for the Reds to 25. So our wave parallel to 25 headed to the Reds. Cody Reed. I would have rather that been Joey Votto. But of course, you know, I'm not the one that has the Reds in here, so the Reds might be very happy having Cody Reed. Nelson Cruz, refractor. Donaldson to 150. Yeah, I didn't see that you had typed in Cody Reed. So if you typed it in before I pulled it, then you are on it, man. You are calling it. Cole to refractor, not numbered. Oh, that's nice. Those nice little Rizzo breakthroughs, numbered to 25 for the Cubs. Would have been nicer if it had been signed, of course, but still, I like it. I like it for the Cubbies. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not feeling Hunter Renfro tonight. So, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not coming. I don't feel a Hunter Renfro tonight. Gordon Refractor. There's one of our David Ortiz case hits. And this is one for the Twins. They do occasionally come out for the Twins as opposed to the Red Sox, and that's what that one is. There should be another Ortiz case hit floating around in here somewhere, and it will most likely come out for the Red Sox, because the other ones where I've seen one come out for the Twins, the second one has come out for the Red Sox. Another Judge, but again, not a refractor. I thought for a minute it was, but it was Blackman behind him that was glowing, all aglow in a rainbow of colors. And not the one we wanted to see. Oh yeah, this all in a big pile is kind of interesting, since you don't have any idea which pack's going to have a hit in it. Alex Bregman, rookie refractor for the Astros. Always nice to hit the rookie refractors out of Finest. And actually, don't they typically have a little higher value than the Finest Firsts? I mean, the straight up rookie out of Finest? I think it does. Another Francisco Lindor. So we have had a Francisco Lindor kind of night too. And that will be on the, well, I can find one of them. I'll show you. You probably know already. But it's that card set. That is the Basketball Recreates Parallel. So it will be Francisco Lindor on that insert set. 94-95 Finest Basketball Recreates. So we know we just checklist verified the last one, Francisco Lindor, but yet since this is a different set, we'll checklist verify it again, but we know it's going to be the Indians. There's another Benintendi for you, but again, not the one you're looking for, I know. Yeah, you're right. The Indians are kind of having a good break right now at the moment. For the Dodgers, Sajidin. Ichiro. That is to 99 for the Indians. As the Indians, speaking of hits for the Indians, you're just cleaning up, man. Cleaning them up. Well, we got a bunch left to open, though, yet. Ultimate OJ Mayo. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got a bunch left to open. You just hang tight, man. We're gonna try to make it happen for you. See, we still got all that left to open. You got a ways to go yet. No need to worry yet. All right, let's move a few of these kind of down here onto our sorting mat to free up a little extra space. I don't like it when the stacks get super high because it makes me nervous that they're going to fall over or that I'm going to clumsily knock them over or something. Oh, no, you're not going to strike out on the night. No, no. You just got to have the faith, man. There's a Brewers refractor. Keep the faith. Yes, I would love to find that Hank Aaron for you, Dave. That would make me happy, too. And I know you want your Aaron Judge. I'm trying to find you an Aaron Judge in here as well. I mean, I really have pulled a lot of Aaron Judge out of Finest. One case, we had two in the same case. I think it was the one where we had the 25 and then we also had the regular auto, unnumbered. Tigers refractor. So we still got time. Got a lot of packs left to open over there. DeLeon refractor. Gurriel refractor. All right, it's time to find, oh, well, there's Danny Duffy for the Royals. And that is to 150. Just as I was saying, it's time to pull something, and we pulled Danny Duffy. Which I'm glad the Royals got a hit. But we want some fire. Trey Turner, refractor for the Nationals. Matt Carpenter to 150 for the Cards. Another Danny Duffy. Come on, man. I hate when they do this. That just irritates me when it's the same, not only the same team, but the same player, just back to back. You know they can do better than that. You would think, anyway. I say that you know they can, but apparently they can't, because Topps and Panini both have a nasty habit of not doing a super job of randomizing their hits. And there is Jose DeLeon for the Dodgers. So whoever had the Dodgers, and did somebody have the Dodgers a minute ago and say they weren't going to hit anything? But we already had a hit for the Dodgers, so it must not have been. I hear you, man. I hear you. I know we got to try and get you that Aaron Judge. You know why he's being elusive tonight. Mookie Betts for the Red Sox refractor, and it's got something stuck to it. Oh, Justin Verlander behind it to 25 for the Tigers. But you know, all it takes is one good Aaron Judge, and you've paid for probably more than a handful of breaks with it. Another refractor. Blake Snell, and there he is, for the Rays. There's another Judge. Piscotty refractor. Well, at least the good thing for the Aaron Judge, at least you're pulling a lot of cards for him in general, and those will sell, although I know you want the auto. At least we're pulling something for you. Donaldson refractor, as opposed to not pulling the auto and not pulling anything else. We should still have a breakthroughs auto. I don't think we've seen our breakthrough autos yet, have we? Margot to 250. And usually we have one of those in a case, so I'm going to assume that there's going to be one in here somewhere. Ryan Healy for the A's again. I'm going to try to refrain from my rant a second time. There's a Trout to 250. But yeah, that is the second player that we've pulled two of in this case. Springer refractor. Yelich again to 150. Whoops, I put that in the wrong stack. I put him in the 250 stack. And there he is again to 250. We just pulled him to 150. There he is to 250, and we'd already pulled him, I think, to 99, hadn't we? We pulled him to something else. Why, Topps? Why must you curse us? Henry Owens. That's last year's every case you opened was Henry Owens. So he's just bleeding over into 2017. Although really I haven't seen him too much this year, so I guess I shouldn't give him too much grief. But yeah, like it is for Joe Musgrove this year, it was Henry Owens a lot last year. Is that Greineke? Yeah, it is a refractor. I wasn't sure if it was, but it is. Yeah, this so far has not been my favorite case that we've opened. I would say it is not my favorite case of Finest that we're opening at the moment. Martinez refractor, Elman to 99. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not my favorite by any stretch. There's Moncada to 250. White Sox. I mean, other than the Indians. Now, the Indians, they did pull two really nice ones with the Vizquel and the Lindor. Those were both quite nice hits. Refractor for the Rockies. And at least the Aaron Judge, we do have 1 to 150, so at least that's something. Ortiz case hit, the second one, that went to the Red Sox. The first one went to the Twins. We are rolling down close to the bottom of the pile here. After this pack, 4 more to go. There's another Aaron Judge, but again, not signed. Trevor Story. I haven't pulled a lot of Trevor Story lately. For the Rockies to 99. Whoops, I stacked him in the wrong spot, too. And there's Hunter Renfroe that you guys were talking about. I didn't feel like we were going to hit a Hunter Renfroe auto tonight, and so far we haven't. I shouldn't say I hope we don't, because whoever has that team would probably like to have a Hunter Renfroe, but there's a refractor for Hunter Renfroe anyway. And there is Lopez to 25, and it was first in the series, 1 of 25. So I guess we're not getting our Breakthroughs autograph tonight. Instead, we got the Finest Basketball Recreates replace what would normally have been our Breakthroughs autograph. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff to recap here. Let's take a look at our case hits first. 1 for the Twins and 1 for the Red Sox on the Ortiz Finest Careers die cut. And here are our parallels to 250. Our parallels to 150. Parallels to 99. Yeah, we only needed Yelich in like the 25 or in the 50, and we would have been a complete set of him. We only have 1 to 50. That's Chris Sale for the Red Sox. Here are our orange parallels to 25. And then that's going to roll us into our signatures, which you guys know. We know it's an Indian. We all know it, but you also all know that I'm going to go to the checklist and verify it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I wish, one thing I will say, I wish that they would put on their checklist on Topps what something is going to be numbered to, like they do on the Panini website. So that is one thing that I prefer. And there it is. Sadly, no information as to what it will be numbered to, but we did verify it, even though we all knew it. So we have the redemption in the Finest Basketball Recreates card set for Francisco Lindor for the Indians. We may as well just take our other Indian off the bottom there. And that is our case hit, Finest Finishes Vizquel. So Indians with 2 nice hits there. Trevor Story to 99 for the Rockies. Henry Owens for the Red Sox. Ryan Healy for the A's. Blake Snell for the Rays. Jose De Leon for the Dodgers. That's a nice little hit. Danny Duffy for the Royals. Danny Duffy again. This one to 150. Sejden for the Dodgers. Cody Reed to 25 for the Reds. Trey Turner, that's a nice little hit for the Nationals. Joe Musgrove for the Astros. Tyler Austin for the Yankees. So at least you got a Yankee autograph. David Dahl for the Rockies. And another Ryan Healy, this one numbered 250. So that is the case of Finest. We got 1 case left. And that is, that's the one that will end sometime this week. And then that'll wrap up Finest. And Museum Collection will start on Thursday night. I think it is Thursday night. All right, so it is time now to do our nightly random. And I keep forgetting that my mouse is jacked up because the battery's dead, or almost dead. Which is going to make life slightly more difficult. But see, this also offers you another chance to take something home. Now, granted, you won't know until July 1st. If you get in tonight, you won't know what, if anything, you're going to get out of that break until July 1st. But the last one of the customer appreciation breaks that we did pull some nice stuff out of it, as a matter of fact. So we'll hope that that happens again. So there's always another chance to take something home. All right, so let's see everybody in there. Everybody's there. We're only going to hit random one time because there's a bunch of people in the list. And it comes up with @key Chris. Well, basically, it's Chris. We know it's Chris. So, Chris, you are in. You are in the nightly random. And let's go ahead, actually, while we're at it, let's take a look at, you're not on, I haven't put you on this spreadsheet yet, of course, but here are the current entries into the customer appreciation break, and then we'll add Chris for tonight, of course. But if you missed it before and you didn't know you were in, you see your name on there, then you know now that you are in. And guys, that is it for tonight. That's the whole ball of wax. So as always, thank you so much. I appreciate you breaking with me, chatting with me, hanging out with me. And, we'll open some new stuff later this week. I hope to see you again. Museum Collection ought to be fun. Take care. We'll see you soon.